So taking just a few more breaths wherever you are, we're going to slowly bring ourselves up into a downward dog. And then just enjoy that lengthening here. You're not going to be here for long at all. So just about 5 transitioning breaths. Okay, start to perch up onto your fingertips. Left foot into the center of the mat. Right leg steps forward, coming into a deep runner's lunge just to start. So at any time throughout this, if you need to come back into this posture, feel free to come back and touch down because it is going to be maybe a little bit more challenging. So from either that deep runner's lunge or a high crescent lunge, if you're coming into that option 2, that knee is coming up and off of the mat, keeping an internal rotation through your left leg. And then slowly, from the crease of the hips, bringing your body into an upright position. Palms can either stay on the hips or arms up toward the ceiling. Your shoulders are over top of those hips. You're finding that depth in through that position, and you're trying your best not to dump the weight into your lower back. Try to tuck the tailbone and get that pull in through your lower belly. Taking about 3 more breaths here before you slightly bend your back left knee so it hovers off of the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, come back into high crescent, 2 breaths. We're going to do that just one more time. Pull that right hip back, body over top of the hips, weight is equally distributed from right and left foot. Coming back into that slight bend to the left knee, hover the knee off of the mat for 5, 4, 3, drop the knee to the mat this time, palms to the ground, 2 breaths. In through the nose, out of the mouth. We're coming into a standing splits next. So with the help of your right palm, slightly step that right leg back, and then slowly shift the weight onto that standing leg. We're just going to jump right in. So right off of the bat, you're going to stack the left hip on top of the right. Squeeze that back left glute to try to bring the leg a little higher in space. Allow the upper body to surrender forward, planting the palms, and then try to take the nose toward the shin. Now with time, that leg will continue to lengthen and lift as you continue to open up through that backside right leg in order to get the flexibility and in order to really bring that body into a full standing splits pose. A great alternative is to do this in a doorway, where the left foot climbs up the side of the doorway, and then you could walk the heel of the right toward the back baseboard. That can help prop yourself into the pose, okay? But for now, we're just gonna take 2 more breaths here. And then gently bend that right knee, plant the foot of the left from high plank, vinyasa, or come back in toward a downward dog. Eyes are looking past the inner thighs. You're here for a few breaths. Just enjoy that stretch again. You can always exhale out of the mouth at any point, at any time. Good. Perch up onto your fingertips. Bend your left knee. Stepping that foot forward between the palms, dropping the right knee down. Now, once again, you can always come back into this pose at any point in time. But we're going to start to come up into that crescent. So option 2, lifting up through the back knee. Palms can either walk up toward your thigh, they could plant onto the hips, or your arms are reaching up toward the ceiling. Finding that drishti point out in front of you. Pull the lower belly in, shoulders to the hips, and again, find a little more depth, and have intention to press that right heel back. Still keeping the weight onto the outstep of the left foot, and then keep that kneecap trekking toward the pinky toe. So first, you're just holding here, finding some breaths in and out of the nose. You're here for about 5. Start to hover the right kneecap off of the mat by an inch. You're here for 3. Good. Come back into High Crescent, 2 breaths. You got 1 more, almost there. Hover that kneecap off of the mat for a few breaths. Try to keep the positioning, shoulders over top of the hips, full High Crescent before planting your palms down. Drop the back knee, and then slowly with the help of your left palm, step the left leg back, shift the weight, and then slowly coming into your standing splits on the left. Stack the hips, squeeze the glute, try to keep that right leg straight, and then just allow your upper body to come over top of that standing left leg. Squeeze the glute to take the leg a little higher in space. Eyes toward the shin, and then just allow time and gravity to do the work here. So lots of patience as you continue to hold. Now that right leg's going to get a little lazy on you, so continue to squeeze through that glute, hold that alignment point as you keep your shoulders square and you're getting into the back side of that left leg stretch. So make sure you're breathing through the discomfort. Just a few more breaths here. Micro bend into your left knee, right foot plants down, high plank, either vinyasa or down dog direct. Holding here for a few breaths, exhaling out of the mouth. You can grab some water, maybe touch down into a child's pose. And getting ready for your next add-on.